Hi, this is Aga. Welcome back to my channel. Well, we have an interesting story from the New York Post. Apparently, there's calls for a judge to resign after he released someone who ended up shooting a victim and a police officer during a attempted robbery. He had 17 priors. Why was and history abounds. Why was he out? I don't know, but they're calling on this judge to resign. And of course, Mayor Eric Adams also putting pressure on him to force him to resign. So this is what it says. New York judge faced calls to resign after he set free parolee who later shot cop. Stunning lack of judgment, one calls, by Craig McCafferty, Joe Marino, and Jordan Fitzgibbons. Finally, names I can pronounce. So Mayor Eric Adams should demand the resignation of Queens judge who cut ex-con loose nearly 3 months before he wounded an NYPD cop in a deadly shooting, an irate city lawmaker said Thursday. City Councilman Robert Holden says in a scarring statement that Queens criminal court judge Edward Daniels, who was appointed to the bench by Adams in April, dropped the ball when he released career criminal Gary Worthy. I guess he's not very worthy after all. Without bail, despite pleas from prosecutors and a parole officer to lock him up. Why can't you lock him up? Yes, so it's not just the DAs. Judges too. So Worthy, 57, allegedly tried to rob two Jamaican businesses on Tuesday before he shot a 26-year-old woman and then an NYPD cop, Richard Wong, who returned fire and killed the ex-con. Yes. He won't offend no more now. But the damage is already done. Mayor Adams called Judge Daniels one of the best and brightest and said public safety is a prerequisite to prosperity. Holden said in a statement, and this is his response to that. Yet Daniels' decision has shown a stunning lack of judgment, he rallies. The fine request to detain someone with Worthy's violent record does not reflect the integrity we need in our judges. Mayor Adams must act swiftly to remove the judge he appointed before more violence occurs. The mayor's office did not immediately respond to requests for comment. The Post reported this week that Worthy was on lifetime parole with 2 stints in state prison and a rap sheet with 17 arrests when he was before Daniels on August 27. So, Worthy's parole officer told the judge that he was not showing up for the required meetings with him in 3 months. Red flag. Now you know why I'm wearing a red hat. And Daniels to hold him without bail at Rikers Island, while the Queens prosecutor requested that Worthy be held on $120,000 bail on new felony assault and burglary charges he faces. Instead, Daniel orders that Worthy be released without bail. Earlier this month, Worthy, whose prison time included a sentence for manslaughter, was arrested again on drugs and resisting arrest charges and remained free. In a statement to the Post on Wednesday, a spokesman for the Office of the Court Administration, which oversees the judicial system, said the agency does not comment on bail matters. When do they comment on anything? New York State judges are prohibited from setting bail in most cases due to the controversial 2019 criminal justice reform passed by all new lawmakers. However, the felony charges against Worthy in August, as well as parole status and legendary record, could have mandated bail. So he didn't have no excuse. Daniels is a former public defender in Queens, heading the firm's homicide bureau, which is adds more fuel to the fire. So this judge was put in April, and Worthy was in front of him in August. And they had an opportunity to keep him in prison or in jail, Rikers Island. But for whatever reason, the judge decided, nah, let's just put him on no bail. And here's the result: more incidents with this guy, including a shooting during a robbery. Innocent bystander got hit, and a cop before he turns around and shoots the crap out of him from this planet. Yeah, it's one problem to solve, but the other problem is we have a judge who doesn't seem to understand the concept of you got to keep him locked up to keep the crime down. And you had an opportunity to put him in there, you didn't. And you didn't have the skills because his record was bad enough that he didn't require no cash bail. He needed to be in jail. But you didn't do it. So I hope they put enough pressure on him to force him to leave. And put a more conservative judge in there. We need more conservative judges to kick the criminals into the prison system and keep them there. Just keep the crime down low, because it shows you very well that no, it is not. So as I can't say so long for now. Don't forget your stop.